Hello, this is Kim from Kenny Lou Crochet. Hi. For those of you who are new, I generally talk about yarn and crochet. Sometimes I talk about my dogs. Usually I have these pillows right, but I got a Bailey chilling here, made a nest. So I'm letting her be good there. So if you guys have seen my videos before, you know that this setup means that I am doing an unboxing. If you haven't, then you've read the title and you know that I'm doing an unboxing. It is time. Sorry, this may be a long one. This is going to be man, it's a little bit humid. I live in Michigan and it's like that weather where it's kind of been misting a little tiny bit off and on, or it's about to rain and it feels humid. It feels way too humid for May, I'll tell you that. But anyway, so this is unboxing of yarn from Patterns by Kraemer. This was a 70% off sale. It was 70% off anything, and Kraemer is spelled K-R-A-E-M-E-R. I will write it down in the description and in the title. Sorry, this is boring. I'm trying to be more me and try not to be so stiff with unboxing, but it's not as natural with without having a dog on me sitting in my recliner. Okay, so I'm about to show you what I did, because I did a thing. I told you it was 70% off. And by the way, if you haven't checked out their website, it's Patterns by Kraemer. I think put just any item of theirs in your cart, and if the 70% off sale is still going on, then it will automatically show up. But I'm going to show you guys what I did. Do not judge me. Is my shirt on inside out? No, it's not. Okay. Just going to show you for a minute because this is difficult. Yes, that is what I have done. Let me try and be centered. I'm blocking Bailey out, but that's all right. This box is pretty big. I said this in my Mountaintop Yarns video, but I really like the fact both companies did not use branded boxes. By that, I mean they did not order new boxes, cardboard boxes with their logos on them or their names. This is reused from a different one. I really like that. I like that we're reusing boxes hopefully a couple times before they get recycled. I'm trying to save mine, the ones that are in good shape, and not just recycling them straight off, hoping to use them first. So it's just an idea. If you have space somewhere, and if you're gonna use them, obviously don't be a hoarder. Yeah, I think that my saving boxes is kind of on the line a little bit. But yeah, if you can reuse, even like for patterns and stuff, if you're tracing something or whatever, not a bad idea. I actually use my cardboard boxes, certain ones, for, you know, stop it, Titan. I've got a boxer and he likes to be weird. Hold on just 1 second. Don't mind my soft pants. I always wear soft pants. Stop it. Chill out. I'm doing a video. You done? Are you done? He may or may not be done. I have a Chase and he's a dick. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, you know those cubes that people use for their yarn storage where you can put the skeins on top of each other and just have like the ends poking out? I do that with certain sizes of my cardboard boxes. I cut off the, here, let me start opening this and I can talk about it. I cut off the flaps and then use that because I don't care that it looks cheap, personally. Plus, I am cheap, so might as well be on theme. Like I said, the 70% off thing is like heaven to me. And just wait until I tell you these prices. And these, I don't think I got any acrylic. I've been trying to stay away a little bit more from the acrylics. First of all, I have a lot of them. Paring knife. And second of all, I missed. There it is. Oh, I hope I didn't cut anything. I've done that before. I did not cut anything. I was saying something. I don't remember. If it was important, let me know in the comments and I'll resume my thoughts if I can find them again. Okay. All right, so I did write down all of the prices, both before the 70% off and after. It was all on the emailed receipt, so I was able to do that. I also have what savings were per skein. Oh, I was talking about acrylic yarns. Yeah, so I'm trying to stay away from man-made yarns. I'm trying to stay in the natural fibers. I know it's more expensive, but follow me. And if you want. I mean, obviously don't if you don't. I don't want anyone here that doesn't want to be here. That was stupid. I do a lot of bargain hunting. I have a lot of time to be able to do it. So if you have a hard time doing it, like, don't be like weird or whatever. It's fine. I just have a lot of spare time. I no longer have minor children. I am not currently in a relationship with my husband, which may sound strange, but it is a great thing if you have ever met him. Or me. And I really don't like paying full price for anything. Yeah, I think I might have learned how to be poor a little bit too well. And I don't work. So that combination makes it really, really easy to bargain hunt. All right, let's see where we're going to start. I'm actually really excited about this. I need to get started because I know that this is gonna take a while. Actually, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to, because I do have my my invoice, and I'm going to try, and again, don't mind my soft pants. I'm not going anywhere. I don't wear hard pants. I'm going to try and keep track and see what I'm doing with everything. Let me see. Okay. Unfortunately, it does not have... Yeah, this is how... I told you I bought all the yarn. This is a 3-page invoice. Yes, but just wait till I tell you the prices and then you'll know why. I am going to try to keep track and see how I did. See if they did it. I might not do it now. I do have something down here to put them in, so I'm not throwing them on the floor, just so you know. And actually, let's move one of these pillows. I've got a table over here. That's what everything's sitting on. Balance, balance. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this after, because it's already gonna be long enough as it is, and I haven't even started yet. All I've done is get the dang box open. Okay. Let's start. It does look like they've got everything separately packaged, which I like. I mean, there's only so much they can do that. But, it smells like yarn. All right. And I'm not 100% sure that all of this was non-acrylic, but I think that it was pretty good. Oh, I opened it from the wrong side. Dang. Oh, well. Okay, so this is their Olympic blue. This is, I guess a couple of years ago, they got an Olympic blue. They got some sort of, I don't know, it was for the Olympics from a couple of years ago. Go on their website and see if you can figure it out. I don't remember what the story was. And also, I apologize for the lighting. I tried to do it at a decent time, but okay, so I got 4 of these. I'm not going to tell you how many I got of everything because you guys don't need to know. This is Olympic blue worsted weight, 200 yards, 100 grams, 100% merino wool. And I think if I remember correctly, this might be American made wool, but I'm not 100% positive, so do not quote me on that. Do your own research. It's a good rule of thumb. Anyway. So the Olympic Blue was originally $30 a skein. I got this for $9 a skein. That's what I mean. So it was $21 off. Yeah. I'm going to try and keep the rest of these bags intact. Ooh, this smells good. Oh, that smells really good. Okay. So this is fountain, and this, I believe all of this is made by Kraemer yarns. So this is Fountain Hill brushed mohair, 80% acrylic, 20% mohair, so I did get some acrylic. This is a 2-weight. Oh, I didn't show you the 4-weight. This is a 2-weight. This is super, super soft. The combination of the mohair and the acrylics making it really soft. And it's got a really nice halo. Obviously the mohair is going to. But it's got, from, if I remember correctly, these guys had some like variegation or tonality to them, which I liked. This is spun in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, USA, so that's really cool. Let's see if I can get the lighting still good. 100 grams, approximately 560 yards. There's care instructions on here that I don't know what any of them mean, but they're on there. And let's see if we got a color. I don't know. It says something here, but I don't know what that says. Oh. So the Fountain Hill, why don't I have this on here? Did I miss some? All right. I must. Oh, I got a thank you letter. Oh, I like that it's big. It's got my name on it. That's cool. All right, I'm going to have to stop this and figure out what I did wrong because I'm not finding this here. Okay, I found it. I just went back to the email and took my notes, figured all that out. It was too long of an email, and I had to view the entire message in order to find that because I bought too much yarn. I told you I bought all the yarn. Okay, so this is the Fountain Hill brushed mohair. I just told you that. There's, let me tell you what colors we've got, and you'll be able to, okay, so this is, color is brushed. Okay, all right. So it does say on there, but this is really cool. And these were originally $20 a piece. I got them for $6 a piece. Ooh. Yep, this felt a little bit different. Okay, so these have different labels on them. So these are very similar, these two. This one is a little bit more coarse. This one's a little bit more fine, a little bit silkier. They feel about the same. I can't tell if there's a difference really in color. I'm sure that I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't. But it's a little bit different. I think these two would go together well. But it's like the texture is a little bit different. And this one is Bear Cub. Let me see if it's a 2-weight. This one say 2-weight. I just want to make sure that they're the same other than that. Yep, 2-weight. Hand wash, dry flat, I assumed. Made in America with American wool. I really like that. 560 yards. Where's your yardage? 560 yards. 100 grams. 80% acrylic, 20% brush mohair. So I was right. This company does use American wool. I can't guarantee they use it for all of it, but for this they do. So this is the bear cub. It's just a little bit texturally different, which I think will be neat with these guys. I have no idea what I'm doing with any of these. This is one of those, it was on sale and I liked it, so I got it type of a thing. Like too big of a sale to pass up. So this is the brush. That's why. This is the brush. This is the bear cub. So that's why it's a different feeling. That makes sense now. Okay, and I can tell there's a difference here. This is Surf's Up. I'm going to assume that it is the same. Oh, I was upside down. 560 yards. Yeah, so this is Surf's Up. And I think like, obviously it's blue, but, yeah, it's the same 2-weight. I think that, actually, I think a little bit of blue in amongst all that natural coloring might be neat. So, again, those guys were, I got them for $6 for a 100 gram skein. Yeah. I think that is probably going to be the only acrylic that I got. I can't guarantee it because I'm weird. I do strange things. But feeling it, I know why I got it. All right, these are the big beans. Okay. I was going to say, here are the big bastards. I'm just going to say what I think. Okay. So this is Bear Creek, bulky, 99% wool, 1% nylon. Bear Creeks were originally $20.25 a skein. I got them for $6.08 a skein. Let me see if I can find, wait, I'm going to have to open it, aren't I? Yes, here, before it. Can you tell that I sometimes have difficulty with everything? Yeah. Sorry. Can't be helped. It's got to be opened so that I can show you. I think that this lighting will hopefully give you a good idea of the colors. I mean, I went by the names of them, and I think I might have gotten them all. Yeah. I liked the texture on these. I like the bumpies. I think this will make something neat. These would make really, really cute hat and scarf sets. Also, if I got enough, they could make really, really interesting blankets. I'm sure I did not. This is Portobello, sorry. Pronounce things correctly. This spun in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. This is 200 grams each. Yeah. So these guys are 7 ounces, 200 grams each, approximately 130 yards, again, for $6.08 each for 200 grams. That's a heck of a deal. It's a bulky, so it's like, it's a 5, maybe even a 6. I think it's probably a 6. But I really like this. And it's got that nylon on it, so you're going to have a little bit of a stretch, which will make it good for hats. Also, anything else that you might want to do with, I don't know, with this. Okay, I can tell even just by a glance that this is cool. You see what flavor this one is. This one is Pepper Pot. And these are all going to be that same 200 yards for $6.08 in the bulky, 99% wool and 1% nylon. Just wanted to show you what they look like. This one is Bing Cherry. For some reason it looked like the color went weird for a second. Probably the sun just came out from behind clouds because it's been threatening to rain all day. And I had a nice overcast that I was hoping would stay. Don't mind me being the most awkward person alive. Get stuck on tape, dropping my glasses, you know, all that usual junk. Okay, this is rhubarb pie. And I want to show the difference. Okay, so this is the Bing Cherry. This is the rhubarb pie. This is the pepper pot. And then obviously that other one is portobello. I only got one of each, it looks like, which was stupid of me because these are awesome. I had a slight yarn avalanche. It made me happy. These look like more of the Bear Creeks. I'm sure that they are. They are. Man, I'm sad I only got one of each. I might have to just buy more. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. Unless I do. All right. This one. I'm throwing this. This one's blackberry tart. Just take the tape off. Otherwise, everything is going to get stuck to my yarn if I don't. These ones have a little bit of a weird smell. Not bad, maybe just not even musty, but it's probably the yarn smell, to be quite honest, or whatever they dyed it with. It's not off-putting at all. Maybe it just makes me want to sneeze just a little bit. This is Snickerdoodle. Man, I should have gotten enough for a blanket in one color. I might go back. My mom wants like a greenish green blanket, and I was going to make it, but I haven't found the right yarn. This actually, I just love the texture of this yarn. This is Grapevine. Oh, I wonder if Grapevine and Blackberry Tart would go together. I have a hard time seeing colors. You almost saw my nose. So my kids usually help me with that. Or I have an app on my phone that tells me what colors are what. So if you're curious why, yeah. American Wool. Kiwi Ice. That could be fun. Oh, I bet this is a fun one. Wonder if this would be no, it's wool. Never mind. I was going to say bathing suit cover up, but I could do something. This would be cute in a vest too. I don't wear vests, but I bet you I could make my brother a really cute vest. He's the cutest. He's like, the men in my family are small, as are the women. My kids are probably the tallest females. And they're 5'5" and 5'4" and 5'5". My brother and my dad are both like 5'5" or 5'6". And my brother, he's a little bit older than me, so he's in his 40s as well. Like, yeah. He likes to wear button-downs and bow ties, and he's cute. For a brother, I guess. He'll do. All right. These ones are more solid. I do believe that is the end of Bear Cub. Let me just put these guys back in. All right. This is yellow. This is a little bit more coarse. A little bit more squishy. It feels a little bit more like wool, if you know what I mean. Just a touch scratchy, not in a bad way. This is Naturally Nazareth. This is 200 yards, approximately 100 grams, 100% U.S. wool merino blend. Hand wash, dry flat. Spun in the USA since 1887. Beat that? Nah, never mind. Not gonna go political. So 4-weight, Sunshine. Sunshine. And I'm sure that these are hand dyed. I don't know how tonal they're gonna be. If you're new to yarn, the tonality, like the more tonal it is, the more variation it'll have in the dye process, meaning it's not going to be one solid colors. There'll be a little bit lighter here, a little bit darker there. That's one of the hallmarks of hand-dyed yarns. I have a hard time finding it sometimes, but it looks really, really cool. It makes it, okay, so in nature, things aren't just one color. So actually, it makes things look more natural to the eye and to the brain when they're not one solid color, when there's a little bit of difference here and there. Think of a leaf. A leaf isn't even, like at the height of its green, it's not going to be one color. There's going to be imperfections and speckles. I just think everything looks a lot neater, especially yarn when it's, I'm talking about yarn, of course, when it's more tonal. It's not, I don't think it should be perfect. So this was Sunshine. This is Naturally Nazareth, 200 yards, 100 grams. Naturally Nazareth was originally $20.50 a skein. This was $6.16 a skein. So nothing like the Bear Cubs, which is about half that price, obviously for something different. Still a really, really good price for U.S. grown and spun 100% wool. You got Sunshine. This is Melon. I think there is some variation. I can't really tell, but it doesn't like, I think it looks cool. I'm seeing a little bit of yellow here and there. That's the color that I see the best. Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be cool. Melon. Don't judge me by how much I bought. I already judged myself. This is Hickory. Yeah, yep. Yeah. If you see this, I just saw yellow. And Nature. I just said this. Never mind. So, I like. Hickory. This one's different. 100% domestic merino wool blend. This is Autumn. I wonder why. I'm not funny whatsoever. Okay. Autumn. Midnight Blue. Midnight Blue. We do a little transfer and we will go. So I guess I got 2 of each of those. Yeah, so this is the difference here. Let me see what the difference is between this, between the Olympic Blue. Because they were all, okay, so this is 100% merino wool. This isn't a blend. This is a little bit scratchier than this, because this is a merino wool blend. This is just 100% merino wool. Yeah, this is a little bit softer. This is a little bit more wool-like, not by very much. It's more texture than like roughness. Glasses. Okay. Which one's which? Okay. So, plus the Olympic, obviously, it only comes in Olympic blue. Let's see what the price. Okay, so the Olympic blue is a bit more. I paid almost $3 more per skein for that. Still worth it, in my opinion, and that's the only one that matters because that's the only one that paid for it. All right, let's come with these guys. These guys were smaller. They feel smaller. I'm gonna try and. I was gonna try and keep them in. I might try. I might actually try to keep them in. Kraemer yarns. This is Belfast. Approximately 290 yards, 100 grams, 55% U.S. cotton, 25% U.S. hemp, 20% acrylic. Now I have to feel it. Now I have noticed, this is something that's kind of neat sometimes in the dye process. Natural and artificial fibers dye differently. So sometimes when you'll see that some of it is white and some of it is dyed, that's because depending on the percentage, that's because I know that artificial yarns are harder to dye, especially hand dye, but that's how they do it, is they can dye it all and some of it will stay white because it's a different fiber. So in case you're curious, it's kind of neat. So this is a 2-weight. This is called straw. It's got a nice texture. This is rougher. This might do better for like a bag or a hat. And it's got a little bit of a halo, but more like fibers that are coming up. I've never worked with hemp before. I'm guessing that's what it was. That's what it is the hemp in there. But it's really neat. This is straw. And then I can tell the difference. This one is peat. Let's see if you can see it better on this one. It's pretty neat. I like it. And the Belfast. How much was the Belfast? The Belfast was originally $27 per skein. I got it for $8.12 per skein. I really like working with new fibers and trying out new fibers. I was excited about the hemp because I hadn't worked with that before. And I know that hemp, the growing of hemp is far superior to cotton in that I'm not saying anything about the quality of the fibers themselves or anything. What I mean by that is it grows hemp, which is the marijuana plant. Hemp is the fibrous plant matter you get from it, not the bud or the weed that you get from it. But growing hemp versus cotton, hemp grows quicker and it reintroduces a lot of nutrients back into the soil versus cotton sucks up a lot of it. So it's actually, if you want to look into the history of why marijuana was classified as a category 1, whatever, controlled substance, it's because, okay, so in the 20s, right around the time, I think it was the 20s, I think it was right around the time of World War I, they were trying to, it was wartime, and they were trying, a lot of people are trying to get hemp to be introduced to make cotton better, or not to be introduced, but to be used more thoroughly. But the cotton manufacturers did not want that to happen because they would have to change all of their farming implements because you can't use the same equipment. They would have to change everything. It would cost them a ton of money. So what they did is they, what's the name of that job of someone who tries to get the government to do, lobbied. They lobbied the government to classify marijuana as a Schedule 1 narcotic because parts of it do get you high. And the reason that they called it marijuana is good old-fashioned racism, because marijuana sounds Mexican. In case you're curious, that's why. It was the cotton growers that did. That's why your uncle went to jail forever and had his life ruined, because he sold a little bit of pot. The damn cotton growers. Yep, that is me. I know just enough about everything to... okay. I'm gonna guess this is 2 different ones. I'm not gonna open these guys. I'm just gonna try and find the names of them. Okay, we got Loch, L-O-C-H, like Loch Ness. I'm gonna guess there's greens or blues in there. And then this one is Heather. I don't know what colors are in there, but I'm gonna make something pretty with this stuff. And apparently I had to get all the colors. This is linen. Is it the same? Yeah, it's still the same makeup. This one is called linen. Ooh, I could do like tablecloth. That might be fun. Haven't thought about that. Although I don't know how it cleans, so maybe a tablecloth wouldn't be the best idea. Especially, does it say the same thing as all the other ones? Machine wash, gently tumble dry. Ooh, I might be able to. Thatch. This one's called thatch. So we got linen and thatch. Of course there's more. This one might be a 3-fer. Shamrock. Okay, so I'm gonna guess Loch was blue and Shamrock, I'm gonna guess is green. Salmon and rose. I don't know how well you can tell the difference in colors, but I can't help you with that. Okay. Here's me being weird again. We're getting close. We're getting close. Hang in there with me. I mean, if you want. If you don't, I can't stop you anyway. No one will never ever know it. Until I look at my stats, and then I'll know. Figure out when you find me boring. Okay, so this is Natural Nazareth again. Yep, that's that same one. Let's go back to pricing on that. Originally $20.50 per skein. This is $6.16 per skein for 100 grams of U.S. wool merino blend. This is oak. This is oak, and these guys are hand wash, dry flat. I'm sure I already said that. Is there any washing instructions for these guys? I'm gonna guess hand wash and dry flat. Yes. What about these guys? These guys' symbols. Gonna guess. Those guys don't even have symbols on them, but that's a specialty one, so I understand. This is called Wagon Wheel. I like this. I like black that's not like perfectly black. I think it looks really cool. Again, Wagon Wheel. Is this black or is it brown? Wagon Wheel, I assume would be brown, but it looks awful dark. This is Twilight. I have no idea what color this is. I'm gonna guess blue. Ooh. That's not blue. It's blue-ish. Twilight, yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm losing the glasses, losing the glasses. Okay. And this is our last bag, so yeah, you can stay for a little bit longer. It's not gonna hurt you. And yes, I did just sing Culture Club in my head when I thought that. Okay, this one is Beach Ball. Can you tell I get bored by the end of doing these? Just want to turn the camera off so I can play. Not that I don't mind hanging, or that I don't like hanging out with you guys. I do, but Beach Ball. Far more weird, and you don't want to see all that. This is Bloom. Something different right there, is it? This is Bloom. Yeah, there's definitely tonality to that. Moonlight. Oh, I like that one. That Moonlight with that wagon wheel. I like. Yeah, this is probably one of the best descriptions of tonality that I can find. No, it's not. It's not. I don't even know why I said that. I mean, it's good, but I've seen better. I've seen more distinct. Words are important. Okay, so that's it. I now get to deal with the aftermath of this, and I got to go through and make sure that everything arrived because everyone makes mistakes. So that is what I bought. Oh. Oops. I might have to go back and get some more of this because I really like this. The only issue that I would have, I think, with it being a blanket is the feeling of it, honestly. But I think my mom wants a decorative blanket anyway, so I might go back and look. Plus, that's a really good deal. I bet you I could make I could figure out how to make a really cute, like, fall jacket and line it with something. That texture, I think, would be cute. Yeah. Something a little more fitted. And it would be warm. Anyway, all right, well, tell me, are you going to go and buy some? Yeah, this is my outro, if that wasn't obvious. Comment below, let me know, did you have a favorite? I couldn't tell you. I really like this texture and the price point on this. It's not gonna be as oh no, it was the brushed ones that I like the best. Yeah, I like these guys the best because they feel the nicest. What was the price on those? Even though they're acrylic blends. Yeah, those guys were $6 a piece. But these guys were $6 a piece. That's 200 grams. So maybe I do. Plus, these guys are 100% U.S. wool. And they spin their own stuff. Anyway, so have you ever purchased from Kraemer Yarns? Let me know. Tell me about it. If you have, tell me if you have any ideas for things that I absolutely should make with any of this. I just had the idea, like, I kind of want to make a shirt with this, but then I had a thought of, like, okay, so, like, back in the medieval days, they would wear, like, hair shirts as punishment. They used to punish themselves, and it would be, like, really, really scratchy. And I don't know why. This is not scratchy at all, but that's what I thought of was a hair shirt. I just like the texture. I think this would make a really cute sweater. Maybe even with that blue. Yeah. So, think about subscribing and watching another video from me, I guess. And think about liking and commenting. And, you know, if you didn't like this, why are you still watching?